Welcome to the Retirement Guide Podcast. I'm your host, George Jameson, owner of Capital Wealth Group, a flat fee only advisory firm. Whether you're nearing retirement or already retired, join me each week as we explore the world of retirement planning and equip you with the knowledge and tools you need for a successful retirement. So let's get started. Today's topic is all about a new way to think about retirement planning. Often traditional retirement planning fails to ignite enthusiasm. While some may find motivation in the detailed charts, graphs, and projections of traditional retirement plans, many others simply find it overwhelming and uninspiring. Many individuals are just not that excited about the traditional approach taught to certified financial planner professionals. It sometimes feels like we're forcing them into a plan using financial software. So you may be thinking, well, then does it truly bring you value? And the answer is absolutely. Even those uninterested in all the nitty-gritty details can benefit greatly from a personalized plan. But here's the issue. The majority of people are not seeking retirement planning advice. And the small percentage that are only seeking advice when they are 5 to 10 years from retirement, which can often be too late unless you have already been saving a substantial amount along the way. In my opinion, everyone needs some form of retirement planning guidance. If we could change the dynamics of retirement planning and make it more exciting and look beyond the numbers, it could truly be game-changing. Traditional retirement planning has evolved and needs to continue evolving. It's about looking at your entire life, not just the financial aspects. If you're like most people, you're probably worried about a bunch of unknowns and risks. You're concerned about inflation, taxes, bear markets, potential healthcare costs, and long-term care costs. And the big question, whether you'll outlive your money or not. And to make matters worse, many people don't trust the financial services industry, and for good reason. High-pressure sales tactics, high management fees, high commissions, and conflicting opinions among advisors have left many feeling weary. In 1935, the government implemented Social Security to protect the finances of older Americans once they turned 65. However, the average life expectancy in 1935 was only 59.9 years for men and 63.9 years for women. Fast forward to 2024, and the life expectancy for men is about 74 years, and for women, it's almost 80 years. This increase in life expectancy has impacted the retirement planning process. Today's retirees are living much longer, and therefore they will need to save a lot more, so their money will last over a 30 to 40-year retirement. The financial planning industry, as we know it today, isn't really that old. Up until the mid to late 70s, really only the wealthy invested in the markets, and those who worked for large companies relied on their pensions for their retirement. But in 1974, Congress passed the ERISA Act, which stands for Employee Retirement Income Security Act. It created the Individual Retirement Account, also called an IRA. And then in 1978, the 401k was enacted. And the landscape shifted dramatically in the 1980s with the creation of IRAs and 401ks. This transitioned responsibility for retirement savings from the employers to the individual. With the boom of 401ks and IRAs, and individuals becoming responsible for their own retirement, the financial services industry stepped in to help out. The financial advisory industry exploded in the 80s and 90s as assets moved into 401ks and IRAs, and then invested into stocks and bonds. Millions have been spent on advertising by the major financial firms to convince you that your financial planner or advisor is your trusted advisor, similar to a CPA, lawyer, or doctor. However, the truth is, many of them do not have the skill set or training to think beyond investment products and investment solutions. Our longer lifespans and desire for active retirements have changed how we should approach retirement planning. Yet many financial firms do little to no planning and continue to push complicated and often expensive products. In addition, those who do planning, most retirement advice centers around saving more and investing more, which is crucial given our longer lifespans. However, this often forces people to sacrifice their current lives for future security and vice versa. A new approach is needed in this new era, one that focuses on creating the best life for you today while ensuring a secure future for tomorrow. Inspired by financial planner Roger Whitney, this approach emphasizes reimagining your life both now and in retirement. This process still has a lot of the same traditional retirement planning, but with a twist. It focuses on helping you create the best life for you today and still feel confident about the future. This retirement approach involves 3 phases: simplify, freedom, and fulfillment. The first is the simplify phase. Here you want to reimagine what your life looks like today and in retirement. This phase can really be at any age, but many will start this phase after the kids are out of the house. This is where you may want to simplify your lifestyle. You may want to sell your big home and buy something easier to maintain. Look into what really interests you, including hobbies that you wanted to do for so long, but have been too busy raising kids. You may want to get rid of all the stuff that you don't need, whatever makes you simplify your life. Just eliminate the things that are not important and concentrate on what matters and what's truly important to you. During this phase, you may want to maximize your income and savings, but start to plan and start to think about what you could do to give yourself more freedom, independence, and happiness now or in the near future. This is where you may want to get out of the daily grind, working 50 hours a week and doing something you do not like. After you go through the simplifying phase comes the freedom phase. The freedom phase allows you to pursue activities you love, potentially even getting paid for them. If you still need money coming in, which many of us do, that's a perk, but it brings more than just money. It gives you social, intellectual, and a continued sense of purpose. Whether through part-time work, starting a business, consulting, or volunteering, this phase prioritizes joy and purpose over financial gain. The key to rethinking retirement is that you may not have to save as much as you think, or you can start this freedom phase many years earlier than you may realize, all while enhancing your life. But it's really more than money because it pertains to all levels of net worth. And finally, the fulfillment phase, which encompasses a life rich in experiences, relationships, and contributions to society. In conclusion, traditional retirement planning is still very important, but the issue is that not enough people are seeking advice, and when they do, it's often either too late or they aren't receiving true fiduciary guidance, with their interest above the advisors. And retirement planning needs to extend beyond mere numbers. It's about living your best life both now and in the future. While everyone's plan will be unique, it's essential to consider all aspects of life when planning for retirement. And that wraps up today's episode. Hope everyone has a great day. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of The Retirement Guide. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and leave a 5-star review to help others discover the show. For questions, ideas, or discuss your retirement plan, reach out to me, George Jameson, at Capital Wealth Group. Visit our website at capitalwealthplan.com to learn more. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned for more insightful retirement planning in future episodes. And now for the disclaimer. The information discussed in this podcast is for general explanations and education only. It is not tax, legal, or investment advice. Before considering acting on any information heard here, first consult with your tax, legal, or investment advisor. Thank you and have a great day.